A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant political development, Israeli President Isaac Herzog announced on Wednesday that he received a letter from former U.S. President Donald Trump, urging him to consider granting a pardon to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who is currently embroiled in a high-profile corruption trial. This letter, described by Herzog's office as coming at a historic time, highlights Trump's belief that the legal proceedings against Netanyahu are politically motivated and unjustified. The letter from Trump comes as Netanyahu faces charges in 3 separate cases, including allegations of bribery, fraud, and breach of trust. Netanyahu has consistently denied any wrongdoing, asserting that the accusations are part of a politically charged campaign against him. His supporters echo these sentiments, dismissing the trials as an attempt to undermine a democratically elected leader. In his letter, Trump referred to Netanyahu as a formidable and decisive wartime prime minister, emphasizing the importance of his leadership amid ongoing regional tensions. He stated, "While I absolutely respect the independence of the Israeli justice system, I believe that this case against Bibi is a political, unjustified prosecution." Trump's appeal to Herzog reflects his long-standing support for Netanyahu, which has been evident throughout the prime minister's legal struggles. The letter also noted the importance of Netanyahu's focus on broader peace initiatives in the region, suggesting that the trial could distract him from these critical negotiations. Trump's remarks highlight a perspective that has been echoed by Netanyahu's allies, who argue that the legal challenges he faces are designed to weaken his government at a time when strong leadership is essential. Despite the supportive tone of the letter, Herzog's office clarified that any request for a presidential pardon must follow established legal procedures. Currently, neither Netanyahu nor his associates have submitted a formal request for a pardon, which is required under Israeli law. Herzog expressed his respect for Trump while also reiterating the necessity of adhering to legal protocols. Netanyahu's legal issues began in earnest in 2019 when he was indicted on charges of accepting expensive gifts from wealthy benefactors in exchange for political favors. The ongoing trial has seen various allegations, including claims that he sought favorable media coverage in return for regulatory benefits. Prosecutors allege that Netanyahu granted significant regulatory advantages to Bezek Telecom Israel, which was linked to favorable coverage of him and his wife on a news outlet controlled by the company's former chairman. The prime minister has maintained his innocence throughout the proceedings, asserting that the gifts he received were merely tokens of friendship and that he did not engage in any wrongdoing. The legal battle has continued to unfold, with the trial commencing in 2020 and drawing significant media attention both in Israel and internationally. In recent months, Netanyahu's government has faced scrutiny over its attempts to implement judicial reforms that critics argue would undermine the independence of the judiciary. These proposals sparked massive protests across Israel, which were only subdued following the outbreak of the Gaza war in October 2023. The political landscape in Israel remains tense as Netanyahu navigates both his legal challenges and the ongoing conflict. Trump's letter is part of a broader narrative in which he has consistently accused political opponents of weaponizing judicial processes against him and his allies. The former president's support for Netanyahu is indicative of their long-standing political alliance and shared interests, particularly in matters concerning security and regional stability. As the situation develops, the implications of Trump's letter and the potential for a pardon will be closely watched by both Israeli citizens and international observers. The legal proceedings against Netanyahu continue to raise questions about the intersection of politics and justice in Israel, as well as the future of Netanyahu's political career. The coming weeks will likely reveal whether Herzog will act on Trump's request or if the legal processes will continue without interruption. In the meantime, Netanyahu's supporters remain hopeful for a resolution that could restore stability to his leadership and the Israeli government. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.